All right, man. This is workout number 9. I did the pull-ups, man. I did the pull-ups. It was probably the book bag. I'm gonna be honest though, like it was probably because I was sore, but I'm feeling real good lately. I've been feeling like real life working out with my body. I always feel like working out. Like don't get me wrong, when my body is sore, I cannot work out. Like my performance drops, obviously. So my body is sore. Gotta get some rest days and stuff. Yeah, man. This was a good workout, man. I ain't gonna fake. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, I'm about to touch on a few topics too, bro. Like, I wanted to talk about that. But yeah, man. I want to talk about a few topics and stuff, man. Yeah, I want to talk about, like, how, like, I just watched this movie and stuff. It was called Predator into the Badlands. And, like, I'm going to get into that, bro. I'm really getting into that, bro, because it's just, like, so inspirational, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the how much weight I use throughout the video, but I'm not really gonna talk about the workout itself. Like it's like self-explanatory. Just watch the video. I'm not about to explain. You can see how much sets I did, and like yeah, I really wanted to talk about yeah, I want to talk about Predator into the Badlands, man. I watched this movie right about a Yacha. Like Yacha is like the hunters, man. Everybody should know the hunters, man. Like the little alien hunters, bro. Like where they, I don't know, I forgot what's the first movie called, but the Yacha is the alien with the dreads and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yacha is YAUTJA. So like if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's what the Yacha is. So I watched the movie Yacha Predator into the Badlands, man. And Yachas are known to hunt and stuff. So the movie starts off with the MC, the protagonist called Deck. And Deck is the weakest of his clan according to his father, man. You know what I'm saying? According to his father, he's the weakest of the clan, man. So Deck, man, he trains him and his brother to be his. It starts off like him and his brother. They start off with fighting stuff. Then eventually they on a ship and stuff. And then like Deck's father comes to him and his brother, right? To him and his brother. I forgot what his brother's name was. I think it was named. What was his brother name? What was his name? I forgot what the brother name was. But his brother, like, yeah, so his brother was like, what's up? Like, they talking to his dad and stuff. His dad talking about how, like, Deck is the weakest of the clan. Like, Deck is the weakest of the clan, bruh. You gotta kill that nigga. So he drew this device that traps Deck. Deck is now trapped. He's trapped in this device and stuff. His brother pulls out a sword type stuff. This is spoilers. This is spoilers. Spoilers alert right there. So like, because the movie is Predator into the Badlands. This is a spoiler alert. So basically, he's about to kill Deck, but he doesn't kill Deck. He frees Deck because that's his brother, man. So like, he frees Deck. He draws that nigga Deck inside the ship. He fights his father and stuff because his father like what weakness feeling sorry for weakness or something is uh, uh, also a form of weakness. You know what I'm saying? So boom, like yeah, bro. The father ends up killing the brother. Man, Dex sees all this in the ship. Dex goes to I think like Earth or like I forgot what planet. Yeah, Earth. He goes to Earth to capture this monster called the Kizak. Yeah, called the Kizak. And the Kizak has killed every fucking hunter. Like the Kizak kills every hunter there is, man. What I like about Deck the most, bro, is Deck is so fucking determined throughout the movie, like to the start of the movie. Deck is so determined to kill that motherfucking Kaiser. This nigga Deck did like I mind you, Deck. The whole movie, Deck didn't care about none of that weak shit. Like he didn't give a fuck what his dad thought. Like he like to Deck was like he didn't care what his dad thought that he was that he was the weakest nigga in the clan. If you watch the movie, Deck thinks he's the strongest nigga in the world, like in the universe. In Deck eyes, he's the strongest in the universe. Bro, throughout the movie, time after time again, Deck is drawn with adversities. You know what I'm saying? Adversities over and over and over and over and over. And Deck has proved to overcome them adversities. He's proved time again to use his resources to his advantage, right? So like boom, Deck he meets the Kazakh. I don't want to spoil it no more. So Deck sees the Kazakh, and yeah, Deck doesn't end up killing the Kazakh, but like he's definitely putting BTA on that Kazakh. Deck was never the weakest of the fucking clip. At the end, so he doesn't kill the Kazakh. The Kazakh ends up not being the Kazakh ends up dying. Okay, I'm spoiling it. The Kazakh ends up not being a bad animal, and it really just like it's a mother or like I think it's a father or something. But the Kazakh is not evil at all. So Deck feels sorry for the Kazakh because Deck has a good heart. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Deck he ends up killing somebody else. He goes back to his father and he sees his father and stuff, and he beats the fuck out of his dad. Like he kills his dad. No help at all. He kills his dad one handedly. Deck. I don't know how he got that fucking strong, but either way, bro, throughout that movie, it showed that he was the weakest in the clan. He was the smallest too. He's little as fuck for real. He's little as fuck. That's what followed out. He's little as fuck. But Deck, the whole point was Deck was determined to be that motherfucking bro. He was determined to kill that motherfucking Kaiser, and he was determined to prove his dad wrong. He ended up doing that shit just off the fact that Deck didn't give a fuck about what anybody thought. Nobody thought that nigga Deck was strong. It's like except for his brother. Like I feel like that's the only person that had belief in him. But even his brother kept telling him he gotta be strong. Fuck it though. But Deck has so much fucking faith in himself, bro. And that's the biggest thing about Deck. He has so much faith throughout the movie. He kept showing relentlessness, and he just didn't give up, and he kept doing it again and again. Bro, this nigga can't. Bro, this nigga what? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? He persevered time and time again. They persevered time and time again, no matter what adversity he was faced with. He persevered through that adversity time and time again, bro. Deck did not let up for shit. He was determined, and like that's what I like about that. You know what I'm saying? He did not let nobody tell him who he was. And that's all I gotta say, bro. That's why I really wanted to talk about that character. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't care. Ignore that. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't let nobody tell me who I am, bro. I don't care. Like see right here, y'all can look at these push-ups. I kept throughout this workout, y'all gonna see me like wanting to give up, but I didn't give up. I kept persevering. And it's like, bro, nobody told me to work out. Nobody told me I should get into working out. Nobody told me I had potential, bro. I had to do that shit myself. I knew who I was. I knew that I wanted better more for myself, and like I was determined to get better for myself. And that's what I'm doing right now. The workout I did today is more intense than this, but like I'm determined to be better than I'm determined to get to uh to achieve my goals. Like I'm determined to put my goals and passion into fruition. And nobody is going to tell me what I can and can't do. I'm determined to do that. And that's how y'all feel like y'all have to be. Like y'all have to be determined to achieve your goals. Do not let the world dictate you, because then you're like living in a prisoner. Like you're living like caged in your own mind, bro. You don't want to be a prisoner. You want to be free. I hate people that feel like they had to be a prisoner in their own mind, bro. Who said that stuff? Who said that? Aaron Yeager. My nigga Aaron Yeager said that. He hates people to be prisoners. I hate that too. There's no reason why you should feel like a prisoner in your own mind. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. Like basically you're letting people to dictate who you are, bro. You're basically solid. You're just basically a prisoner off like that. Don't let nobody tell you who you are, what you can do and stuff, bro. And persevere through your goals. Because if you want something bad enough, bro, you'll build the relentlessness to persevere and keep moving towards your goal, bro. If you have enough faith in yourself and that desire is strong, bro, the two things that people let up, bro, is because either they don't like they're too content with their life, or they let everybody they let people tell them who they are, bro. Don't let nobody tell you are. My nigga Deck did not let nobody tell him who the fuck he is, bro. I like that's that's why like I was watching the movie and I'm like, damn, weakest in the clan though. Like that's what they started off with. That's what his introduction was. Weakest in the clan. Weird nigga. Weird, bro. Weakest in the clan? What? Weakest? That's crazy, bro. They did not let nobody tell him who he was. And if he would have told, if he would have had listened to that stuff, he never would have been where he was at the end. He never would have got to where he was at the end, bro. He never would have revenged his brother. If he listened to that throughout the whole movie, Deck was determined to kill that motherfucker. Bro, you couldn't tell that nigga. You couldn't tell that nigga Deck shit. You couldn't tell Naruto shit. You couldn't tell my nigga Asta shit. Naruto was determined to be that motherfucking Hokage. Asta was determined to be the what's the king, the Magic Warrior or something, the Magic King. Like he was determined to be that, bro. Niggas is determined to achieve their goals, no matter what y'all say. They achieve their goals just off the fact that they believed in themselves. That's the start. That's the kickstart. You have to believe in yourself, bro. You don't give up easy, bro. Who are you to give up, bro? Who are you to give up, bro? You owe yourself too much, bro. Don't give up, bro. And that's all I gotta say, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the journey. I hope I can inspire you. I'm 17 years old and I'm homeless. If I can do it, you can.